Today guys, we're talking about the best and only the best fragrance of 2023 according to me. Let's go. Sorry in advance if maybe my luminosity is a bit dark today and I'm a bit slow. I think I've got a flu. So today is gonna be like cocooning. Even the way I'm sitting, I'm really sorry, but I'm in pain. So the fragrance I'm going to show you today are really fragrances that I absolutely adored. These are fragrances that are mostly new of this year, also that I've discovered this year and I fell in love. Voila. So okay, my first one is going to be Guidance by Amouage, and that's actually the fragrance I'm going to wear today. So my little guidance here as a little travel. I have to say when this is going to end, and I think it's done now. Yeah, we're on the last sprays. Okay, it's done. I think they're really doing really qualitative fragrance. They have depth, they're original, they're edgy, and I really like them. Since I've tried the brand, I have to say it's one of the best niche brands I smell. Some people have mentioned that it smells a bit... Okay, I'm not going to talk about this, but some people say that it has a little bit of a sexual tone that probably they didn't enjoy. But for me, it was really a crush. I really love the fact that it's a pear fruity smell mixed with hazelnut and something that is very smooth, very cashmere-like. Apricot smell with osmanthus. To me, the fragrance is actually not sweet. It's a little bit gourmand with the hazelnut. You can smell the dry, woody sandalwood that is there. So it's not really a gourmand fragrance for me. It's not really a sweet fragrance to me. But definitely for me, it smells feminine. And I do love the fact that it's quite sensual. I feel it's for me like a great everyday scent when you want to feel feminine, but in a very natural way. I find the fragrance really realistic as well. So for me, it was a total hit, and I love this fragrance. And long-lasting sillage as well. I feel encapsulated in that smooth, woody cashmere vibe as well. You have a crush on a fragrance now, it actually takes a lot. So I remember when I started to review fragrances, I was mind blown by everything, which is normal. Like you go from designer, you try things that are definitely more unique. So I love designer as much as I like niche fragrances, but it's true that when you deep and dive into niche fragrances, you smell things that you never smelled before, that has more depth in general, more density, more realistic ingredient that you don't smell in designer. So yeah, I was mind blown by everything. But now I've tried a lot of fragrance, I think I'm much more critical, and when I smell something different, I fell in love. It's really it's more rare, you know, and this fragrance really did it for me. My next one is Pirate Grand Reserve by Atkinson. So I did a full review of these brands. Well, actually the fragrance I love the most in Pirate Grand Reserve and some that I like a bit less. Atkinson is an English brand, and you know, like if you love very sophisticated and very royal kind of scent, like it's regal, those kind of fragrances. Pirate Grand Reserve was my favorite, even though compared to the other fragrance is the less royal one, because I feel it's a little bit dirty. It's like literally like a pirate. I find it very realistic. It's like a rum, boozy fragrance with a little bit of cacao, but a very not sweet cacao, mostly woody scent when it dries down. And it has something delicious, but a little bit dirty, a little bit not polished, very charismatic, that is not too sweet, but smell delicious at the same time, addictive. I think this one is great. L'Orchestre Parfum Liqueur BPM, and I'm really happy to put these fragrances on top of my list because L'Orchestre Parfum has been one of my favorite brands of all time since a long time, since the start of my channel. I was freaking out because I was like, oh, I hope I'm gonna love it. Licorice note. They smell a bit like absinthe, if you ever tried absinthe. Absinthe, I don't know how you say that in English, but there's this accord that I smell in the lab because during that event they showed me all the fragrance, the notes and the accord that they used. And there's an accord that is called Tonka Lactone that smells nearly like tonka bean, so vanilla-like, a bit roasted, and with lactonic notes. And really, you can really smell that in there. It has the thickness of a milky fragrance without being milky. You see what I mean? Pear as well. I have to say, I love pear. For me, pear gives like a really innocent scent to the fragrance, and when you mix it to boozy, you get like a mix that is totally bomb to me. Also tobacco, so it drives down to tobacco. We would say probably like it's a little bit more masculine if you smell it like this, but personally I think a boozy fragrance with lactonic note like that on a woman, it's incredible. It's a lot cashmere-like, and I think cashmere was one of the top ingredients this year. Sensual rather than very sexy is different, but at the same time I totally see myself wearing that every day. Kylie Yum Pistachio. It's like a pistachio gelato smell, you know. She wanted a gourmand, a citrusy opening with marshmallow notes that are very intense to me, like it's very creamy to me, a creamy fragrance. Actually, I think is the most powerful gourmand I have in my collection. And it's very strange because a lot of people said that it didn't last on them, and I had exactly the opposite feeling. For me, it's really intoxicating. I don't have a pistachio smell that smells that sweet and that appealing like this. Of course, compared to other fragrances, it's more simple, it's not snobbish, it's not very sophisticated, but it's so pleasant, it's so fun. Camellia K by Elake. If there's a brand this year that really impressed me, it has to be Elake. From the hair mist to the actual fragrance, they have a new fragrance, Musk K, that I absolutely love. One of the floral scents that I wore the most this year is Camellia K. Some would say that it lacks of originality. For me, it's pure genius. I just love the fact that it's huge on florals, but you have this red scent because they've put like pitaya, like I think it's dragon fruit, that you had this tropical fruit that is very, very juicy with this flower that is very intense. Women especially, we have a lot of floral fragrance, but to find a floral that has a difference. This is the first time I smell it. I didn't believe it at all. I was like, a camellia fragrance. I smelled that before, you know. I smelled that, I'm like, I get so much compliment. Like I spray that a lot, I feel completely enveloped and encapsulated. It's, I think, one of my strongest floral, and I like those kind of fragrances as well that could make some people that doesn't know anything about niche fragrances loving this fragrance. One of the best fragrances I smelled this year, and I used it all summer long, Aqua Allegoria Nerolia Vetiver Forte. It's my citrus of the year. One of the most projecting, long-lasting, intense citrus I've ever smelled. If you like strong bergamot scent, green bergamot scent, you're gonna love this. You need to also like a bit of a baby powder smell, because neroli smell a bit like that. It's a mix of orange and white flowers, and it smells a bit like baby powder sometimes. And in this one, it's so cozy. My boyfriend sprayed that in the room, and I can smell it from 2 rooms after. It's incredible. We actually both wore that a lot. We took that on holiday. Sorry, but it's the best of the Aqua Allegoria. Lorenzo Paseglia. So I've got Evil Angel here. I got the Discovery set. Unique, beautiful, edgy, but also very pleasing to wear. It has so much ingredients. It's like a lot of ingredients, and it's moving with the time. It's absolutely incredible. A fruity, tropical fragrance, and also minty fragrance. I am not a fan of mint in fragrance. Most of the time it smells like toothpaste to me. Imagine lemon, but not lemon. It's more like citron. You know, this very nearly candied lemon scent. It's like a huge punch, you know? I don't know how you say punch in English. Fruity cocktail that you're gonna sip in one go because they're so delicious. But at the same time, they're so boozy, so you're wasted in 2 drinks. Yeah. By experience, be careful. It's a lot of coconut, vanilla. It's super strong. It's a tropical fruit salad, but that is very dense and very intense. And just for that, my God, like honestly, like especially for summer, I feel summer fragrances are less inspiring because we all think about fruity fragrance, tropical, and it's really hard to make them last, actually. This is incredible. Lorenzo Paseglia, incredible. Annie X by Nishane. Nishane is a very popular niche brand, and I have to say, if I'm being clearly honest with you, I've never been really hyped by Nishane fragrance. I like Annie, of course, it's a huge vanilla scent. I actually prefer it to the original. At the same time, I feel it's more wearable. A lot of citrus with the kind of DNA of Annie, so vanilla-like. Melon, apple, things like that. A little bit of a gingerish note, cashmere dry down, so very smooth. But I feel this fragrance was really detailed, very classy. At the same time, it's a fragrance that everyone could wear. Men are going to be more comfortable with that fragrance, to be honest. It's timeless, I find it very classy. It's easy, but at the same time very detailed. So this is the kind of fragrance definitely I would pay for. Harry's Black Datura. This is one of my favorite brands, so no surprise here. Is or you get like an alien of a fragrance, or you get very natural fragrance, intoxicating, forbidden kind of fragrance. There's a smell that is nearly poisonous to me in there, and I find that it's the evergreen of the floral fragrance. Yes, I've got an obsession with evergreen, but it's okay. But I just think it has a gothic style. You know, you've put me like a gothic fragrance with a simple floral at the end of the day. Super creamy white flowers, but intoxicating, sexy, very dark, very tenebrous, very gothic. Yes? I feel so shit. Oh, good luck for work. Bye-bye. Anyway, where I was, I can't remember. Of designer this year, if I'm totally honest with you, I feel there was too many releases. I think it's a bit like in the cinema industry, there's so many new blockbusters that you don't feel excited anymore. I had so many comments of people, did you try this? Did you try this? Did you try that? I was like, I cannot be everywhere. Is there one fragrance that mind-blowing me? I think there's just one. And the rest was nice, but it was not too good, you know. About Devotion, Dolce & Gabbana, my first try of Devotion. I'm definitely gonna buy the fragrance, but I felt compared to everything that I smelled this year in design range, this was top mark. Just because it's different, and it shows that you can do a popular fragrance, but with different notes and make it a little bit edgy. I'm gonna talk about Olivier Cresp for a second as well. He's a master perfumer. Can you believe all the incredible fragrance he created for us? Started from the one that hit the mark for him was Angel Thierry Mugler. This guy has a gift for gourmand fragrances. In his brand, he did this year amazing fragrances. I'm talking about Bake as well, this lemon cake that was incredible. The parfumeur of the year. Yum Pistachio has been done by Olivier Cresp as well. Again, an amazing gourmand. I met him, talked to him. It's kind of like, he feels that the guy is down to earth. He wants to do fragrances that are appealing, but he also does fragrances that are very unique in his brand. He understood something about fragrances. I think for me, what really is the new trend and that people should focus on is fragrances that you can relate to. You've been to a bakery, you had a lemon tart and you really enjoyed it, but not in a way that it's not unique, but it's a fragrance that you smell in your life that you would have never thought to smell that in a perfume. You see what I mean? It's realistic, but it's different at the same time, because you never smell it in a fragrance, but you smell it in your real life. So Devotion is a fragrance that smells for me a little bit like a limoncello, panna cotta, a little bit of Busino rum. It's a designer, so it's a bit tame. It's a lot of candied lemon. So seeing a fragrance that is that different compared to the market of designer, it's extremely encouraging. Conclusion, I think this year was really prolific in terms of fragrance. The more the year passed, the more I smell things that I've never smelled before, and I'm very happy about this. I forgot to talk about one fragrance. Mais voilà, I'm sick. It's time to end the video. Forgot to talk about Numero 5 from ADAMO that I wanted to talk about. This fragrance is one of the best ginger chocolate realistic fragrance I smell in those days. I'm loving wearing this. That's it. I'm not saying more. Anyway, I've talked about it a lot, so voila. But it's definitely on the best fragrance I smell this year. Guys, let me know what the best thing you smell this year. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you can do me a gift for Christmas. And soon my birthday is 19th of December. So before the 19th of December, guys, you have to subscribe. That would be a huge gift for Christmas and for my birthday. These are the last super thanks. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you very soon. Well, I'm gonna get better this time because I'm really in pain. Bye now.
bleu.